Welcome back, farmers. Today we are going to be trying to turn this piece of lawn into a full functioning garden bed. So if you're anything like me, you can never have enough room to grow vegetables and a bunch of other plants. So behind me we have a big plot of grass that otherwise is just usually mowed like a regular lawn. What I see behind me is a future garden bed. I'm going to turn this plot of land into a little small vegetable garden. I plan on growing carrots, radishes, and other fall crops like cabbage and lettuce. Those brassicas that love the cool weather, that is what I'm going to be growing in this bed. The reason I'm doing that is so I do not have to rip up any of my garden bed right now, which has a lot of summer vegetables like peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers. So I'm going to be first tilling it, and I've already marked it off. It's going to be 25 by 25 foot. So I'm going to go through and till it, and once it is tilled, I'm going to go through and add compost. And once that compost is mixed in with the topsoil, I'll be able to plant things like carrots and cabbage and lettuce and all of those good fall vegetables. So right now I'm going to work on the tilling, and I'll check in with you once the tilling is done. Alright, so as you can tell, I did a nice little tilling. I put the setting like in the medium range, not too deep, but I just wanted to break up that very thin layer of grass and roots. So what I'm going to do now is spread all of the compost, which I have about 3 yards. That might be too much for this bed, but you can never have too much compost. So I'm going to get into that, and I'll show you what the bed looks like after that. Alright, so it has been some time since I turned the camera back on, and as you can tell, I have the garden bed all set up. I have 4 rows for things like carrots and radishes, and then I have 8 more small little, I think it's about 1.5 2x2 beds over in this back area, and that's where I'm going to be planting cabbage and Brussels sprouts and other types of brassicas. I think I have broccoli. So I have the garden beds ready, and I'm going to plant some seeds. It's pretty simple. I'll show you when I'm done what that looks like. Okay, farmers, it's day 2, and I have completely forgot to record almost everything. I set up all of the beds. As you can tell, there's little mounds over there. I planted broccoli, Brussels sprouts, Napa cabbage, and early Wakefield cabbage. So that's what's in the little mounds. And then if you look over here to the left, I have 4 beds. In the first bed, it is strictly carrots. In the second bed, I have 2 things of radishes. And then the same thing with the third bed. Then the bed closest to us, this 4th one right over here, it has beets and kohlrabi. So a lot of these are cool weather vegetables, and the reason I set this bed up over here was because it gets early shade throughout the day. So hopefully all of these germinate here in the next week or 2, and we can start enjoying these fall and winter type brassicas and carrots and things like that, some root vegetables before winter. And hopefully everything does well. I've noticed that the compost does dry out after I water it pretty quickly, so I might need to get some kind of drip irrigation or something like that in the future to take care of that issue. Hopefully they germinate, and we'll see what happens. Sorry that this video has been all over the place. When I get my mind set on something and I start working, I sometimes forget to record. I even put in all these posts because there will be a fence to go around this, so that way deer and rabbits, we won't have to deal with them. But yeah, that's the new garden bed. I turned this garden bed from grass that I'm standing on right now into a full functioning garden bed within 48 hours. This stuff can happen very quickly. If you ever get discouraged and think, oh well, I'm not going to be able to grow vegetables because I don't have a garden bed. Well, 2 days, if you have the space for it, you can do one 1/4 of this size, and it'll still produce plenty of vegetables for you if you enjoy doing that. So I highly encourage you to build your own garden bed from scratch if you can. There are other methods to do this. You can do a no-till method where you put down cardboard and put compost over it. So don't limit tools or things like that to stop you either. I'm just lucky to have the tiller, and it makes things just a little easier. But if I didn't, I would try the no-till method. So if you stuck around for this long, leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, I apologize if the video's been all over the place, but thank you for the view, If you haven't followed me on TikTok, do that. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, do that, because I'm still giving away tons of free seeds. If you want free seeds, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, and I will send you some Kung Star white Thai peppers, which I'll put a picture of them somewhere over here, something. I don't know where I'm at in the frame, but I'll put it in here. Also, subscribe. I've gotten a few subscribers already. It's fantastic. I'm growing way quicker than I thought I would, and it wouldn't be possible without the viewers like you. So I really appreciate it, and I hope your plants are growing just as well as mine.